Hello, welcome back to Day in Brilandia. My name is Brianna, and as you probably know, I am a homeschool mom. So today I thought I would go over what we are planning on doing for the 21-22 school year. But for first off, for summer, we are just going to do nothing. No, just kidding. I mean, we are going to the library. I'm going to try to make it like a once a week thing.
What? You said we're going to the gym.
Today we're going to the gym, but once a week we're going to try to go to the library. You should have seen his face. What? We're going to the gym today, buddy.
Good.
But yeah, so we're going to try to make it a once a week thing and let them just go pick out whatever books they want. I don't have like a little book list or anything for them, just whatever they're into reading.
Why is he so long?
First of all, I'm waiting on Sissy to do her stuff. And I just want to finish this real quick while we're waiting. Okay, it's not even time for the gym yet.
Oh.
Still got about half an hour.
Oh.
So yeah, we're just...
It's ready to go!
Alright, let me get through this thing! So we are going to be doing that as well as like just everyday learning type things. Like they're helping me in the garden. We're going to be probably going to museums. I think my sister-in-law is going to be coming soon, so we're probably going to like do the touristy thing and go to like Mount Vernon and museums if they're open. Some of them still aren't open yet, I don't think. I'll have to look into that. But yeah, I know Mount Vernon for sure is open, and I don't think we've taken her there yet, so that's going to be a good one to go to. But yeah, so we're doing those kind of things, but nothing major learning. They're on their brain break right now. Those are so important. They just help you get refreshed and renewed and ready for the next school year. So first up, for what we are doing, the dog's whining for some reason. What we are going to be doing is for like a social study thing. We are doing master books, elementary geography and social studies, and so it's going through each state in alphabetical order. Best part is they have recipes for, I'm pretty sure each state, if not most of the states. There's little activities in there. They get to color the flag and do all sorts of things, and it comes with these two books that this will take you through and do the activities for. So the recipes that are in here are the ones that that one we're not doing, that you see here. So this one's chimichangas. So if you would look at, I don't know if they did the chimichanga one. Probably pick the one that they don't do. Yeah, anyways. So there's chimichangas for Arizona, Delaware's scrapple, which we'll be okay without that one. Georgia is boiled peanuts. Kansas is barbecue ribs. Lobster for Maine, which probably not going to do that one either because lobster is expensive. Detroit or pizza for Michigan. So there's all sorts of things, and I'll just do a quick flippity through. So there is a little passport that they get, but again, this is mainly for my daughter, so she's going to take over the passport. I can always make one for my son if he wants one too, which I don't know. He might not. So anyways, so there's just lots of information about each state. And some of the things that each state has. Was that North Dakota? That looked like North Dakota. And so I already showed you that. This atlas, it has each section divided up. Hey, bud. Shh. And then more information about each state which I am really excited to share with my daughter and my son, but I don't think he's gonna want to sit for these ones. But I grew up all over the, hey bud, shh. I grew up all over the US, so we've traveled a lot, and my family is from a big family, so all my relatives have lived all over the US, and so we've gone on so many road trips and experienced all these different states that I would like to eventually be able to travel to them, but who knows if we'll be able to do it the way that I did it. And then plus just living in different states, you don't always get to experience everything just when you travel to it. So I can be able to add to this as well as her just learning about the states and their history and learning about US as a whole, instead of like, I know like in public schools they do it which area you live in at the time. Aldo, come on. My goodness. I don't know how other mom YouTubers do it without so many distractions. Yeah, so we're doing the states. Then I also want to take her through each president as well. So we'll learn about one president and then one state, even though they might not intertwine. But yeah, I want her to learn her presidents. I mean, how many of us truly know every president? I know I don't. So we're going to go through each president and a little bit about what they did during their terms and all that. So that's what we're learning in like the history, social studies realm. And then next, you know, if you were following along, we did Disney Days last year on our like day that we just didn't have time to do anything really. We just did a Disney Day where we learned about what Walt went through when he created Disney and his ideas behind that. And then we just watched some Disney movies. We went to Disney World on a field trip, which I was beginning to think wasn't going to happen, but we did it. We went to Disney World, had lots of fun, and it was so cool for her to experience and him experience Disney World while we were there after learning about it. So this year, and we do this on our gymnastic days because the closest gymnastics class is about an hour away. So we need to find something so it takes an hour to get there, an hour to do gymnastics, and then an hour to come home. So we need to make sure we have something that doesn't take up too much of our day, especially with our morning routine. If we go to the gym, we only have like maybe an hour or two in between those. So we need to find something that's short, but yet fun and learning, and technically we don't need to do anything, but we're going to be doing art, and this is from Master Books. There are lessons, and it comes with this like textbook, which is really cool. There's lots of fun art activities and things in there, but they also have the art journal where the kid is actually going to be doing the artwork. I went ahead and got two. It says this is for grades 4 through 6, but a lot of the activities in here my son is going to be able to do. He's just not going to be able to like read the instructions and write down what he needs to write down, but he can do the activities, and we can help him with whatever. So we got that, and she's gonna have fun with that because my daughter is super into art right now. She actually asked for an art kit for her birthday, and I went ahead and did that, and so it's gonna go perfectly with this. And then for handwriting for my daughter, I got her the level 4, and she did level 3 handwriting, and this is from Good and the Beautiful. We really liked it. If you watched that previous video, I showed you that it goes through the rainbow pattern, which my daughter loves rainbows, so that's great. And then they have the added activities in there, so it's not just handwriting, but it's like the Mr. Miyagi or Miyagu or whoever it is for the wax on, wax off. You learn the little tools to help you with your writing. So we did that, and then for her, for English, and she's 8 by the way, we are doing level 4, Good and the Beautiful, language arts and literature, and it comes with the spelling and writing. We saw this and just loved it. We had to do it. It's right at the level that she is at. That's the good thing about homeschooling. You don't have to put her at her grade level. You put her where she's at. And so we are going to be doing this. And I love this when I saw it, when I first saw it, because originally last year we were planning on doing Good and the Beautiful, but their stuff just looks super boring. But they did a lot of revamping, and now it looks amazing. And bonus, it has, well, first of all, it has art projects. I just missed one. I was going to try to show you. Yeah. It also has recipes. So yeah, like I said, I love when curriculum incorporates recipes. You can learn so much through a recipe. So I love it. There's not too many in here, but it has some. It has more than other language arts books. So I was super excited when I saw that, because when I ordered this, I had no clue there were recipes in there. But it also is going over some geography as well. So it does more than just the state's geography, but there is the state's geography in here too. So it's going to intertwine with what we're learning in our history. So it's just great. And then there are, hold on, let me find one. They were popping up before. Okay, here's one coming up. Art projects. So they're doing the Starry Night, and so they'll learn about the history of the artists and just so much great stuff in that. I'm super excited for it. So they'll do the lesson in that, and then it'll tell them to do the lesson in here. And again, there are so many like beautiful, colorful pages and things to help them with their writing and learning how to spell even better. So I'm really excited about that. And then after doing this, it'll tell them to read for 20 minutes, and it comes with these 2 books. And all these come in a set. You can buy each piece separately if you wanted, but you can buy it. It comes as the whole set. And so it comes with these 2 readers. They're pretty good size, and so they read for 20 minutes, and they're done. So it's really nice because it's short lessons with fun readings and arts and activities. Amazing stuff. And then for science, we are sticking with the Good and the Beautiful and doing their marine biology unit, which I love. So last year, whenever I was picking a science, I was picking science based on the fact that I thought we were gonna just do it for 1 year. I didn't think we were gonna fall in love with homeschool, but we did. And so I was kind of just doing like the regular textbook type science, but I am now doing science for what our interests are and our loves are. And so my kids absolutely love the ocean life. I probably got them into it too much, but they love it. And they're excited to learn about it. So we went ahead, and my kids picked this out. So a lot of people are going to think I picked this out because for the longest time I wanted to be a marine biologist, but that didn't happen. So yeah, so a lot of people are going to think I picked this, but my kids picked it. And after we finish this, and it's pretty thick. So it's a lot thicker and a lot more in depth than I thought it was when I bought it. But that just makes me super happy because there's so much here that they can learn about. And then we can use this year after year if we wanted. What are you doing, Balto? He was horizontal running. So, but yeah, it goes in depth, and we can always re-go over it. What, buddy?
I love you.
I love you too. We can go over it year after year if we wanted, or take a break from it, come back to it. So it's reusable, is what I'm trying to say. And yeah, it's gonna be lots of fun, and I'm super excited about it. And then they have these 2 books that you can buy extra. These don't come with it, but you can buy them extra, and they're only $6 a piece. So why not? Especially since this is a subject that we do love so much. If it was a subject that my kids were like interested in but not sure if they loved, I probably wouldn't buy the books unless they found out I love them. But we just love the ocean. It's amazing. We're stuck in the mountains dreaming of the ocean all the time. The mountains are great, but we love the ocean. All right, now for my son, he is 4, and so he's not in kindergarten yet. He just turned 4, so we don't have to worry about that till next year. But he doesn't want to learn necessarily. He's not as much of a lover of learning as my daughter is. So I haven't pushed him in anything yet, but by kindergarten, I would like him to know his alphabet and his, at least count to 10, maybe 20. He's almost at 10. He can almost count to 10 now, so probably we'll move it up to 20. So I want him to get a good grasp of his numbers and his letters, so that way it'll just like make that whole kindergarten year a little bit less of a struggle. Although again, and I have to keep reminding myself of this too, you can move at their own pace. You don't necessarily have to be at the level that the rest of the world says you should be at. But it's hard, especially when the rest of the world is telling you where your kid needs to be. But you move at their own pace, and so we're gonna try our best to do that. And I'm trying not to get try not to get frustrated, because you move at their pace. They will learn it. You just move at their pace. So with him, and I did this with my daughter too, and she loved it. We take the floor puzzles, so you can get these floor puzzles. I found this one on a yards at buku.com. It's kind of like a Craigslist, but more for military families. And it was like $10 for the whole set. But yeah, and I think they're like $19 at the store. So not that big of a savings. But you take them and you can just play with them as is. But what I did with my daughter is I took it and I took colored construction paper, so it would be super colorful and pretty. And you take this, you take a Sharpie, stencil it, and then have them decorate the letter however they want with glitter, paint, coloring crayons, colored pencils. You can even glue leaves on there. There was one year that we did rocks and sand and stuff and glue it on, and you have fun, you're creative with it. And while they're working on it, you talk to them about all the things. So this is a Z. What starts with Z? Zebras start with Z. And all the things that are Z's, and Zazazoo and all that. You can read that Dr. Seuss book, The Big A, Little A, What Begins with A, on these alligators, A. I have that book memorized. So you can do that while they're reading it, and so you can enforce the letter and the sounds and get them used to it. And by the end, they will have a whole art wall of alphabet. And so what I did with my daughter is we put her alphabet wall here. I'm not going to do that this time because I did have a whole lot of little holes in that wall. But what I've started to do is they have each, so this is my daughter's side, and then this is my son's side, and so we will just put everything up here, and then I'm probably going to extend it to this wall, and so at the end he'll be able to go A, B, C, D, you know? So, and then he has it to look at all the time versus just buying one. He can make his own. It's getting his hands involved, and then you can also take these ones and like fill it with Play-Doh or shaving cream or whatever, and so they're learning through that way, and their hands are working, which is what preschoolers are mainly wanting to do anyway, especially when you're a crazy wild boy like my son. And then he is not too into I'm about to run out of time. Alright, and then he's not too into doing like bookwork yet, and I don't want to force him to do bookwork. So what I did is I went ahead and did get this from The Good and the Beautiful. It's their doodles and pre-writing, and they're very simple, short pages. So like he can do like a page. Like he's gonna be interested in it long enough to do a page. He can do more if he's feeling up for it, but you know, and he, like, did I say he already knows his shapes and his colors, but like it's his alphabet and his numbers that we really need to kind of focus in on. And so it does have the shapes and things like that in here, but it also has the alphabets in here too. So he is going to be kind of learning that along with this, but working on his penmanship a little bit, which already for his age, I would say it's pretty good. I mean, he's pretty good with that kind of like handsy stuff. He's good with. It's getting it to stick in here. And so I did also get the Good and Beautiful's pre-K activity packet. This originally comes in the whole pre-K kit that you can get from the Good and the Beautiful, but like I said, he's just not into bookwork yet, and I don't want to force him to be into bookwork. Like this is just like, this is perfect for baby steps getting into bookwork. But until he's ready for it, I didn't want to buy the entire curriculum, even though it's not, I think it's like $30-something. So it's not too expensive, but when I can make stuff at home that's pretty much the same thing for preschool, it's not worth it to me. So, and plus I think he's going to enjoy this stuff a lot more. So this is a lot of games and things that are going to be fun for him to learn with. So for instance, there's this elephant. It has like a little slit here that you just cut, and then you feed the elephant the peanuts that have the letters on there. And then there's some other games and activities in here that I think he's going to find a lot more fun and be a lot more willing to learn versus, okay, you need to sit down and work at a book. And since he's just preschool, it's not a big deal if he just doesn't. And then we have it for kindergarten. So, I mean, yeah, so we're going to go at his own pace and kind of the things that he likes to do for him. And that's what we're doing for the 21-22 school year. I keep wanting to say 2021. But, yeah, so that's all we have. Oh, for next, I don't have this here yet because I haven't ordered it. But we are, for my daughter, for her math, we are doing Beast Academy again. I cannot recommend that enough. We loved it. She loved it, which is the more important thing. But it's so much fun. And I learned some stuff doing her Beast Academy and like some little short, simple tricks that you didn't think of back then when I was learning. I was like, wow, if I was taught this way, that would have been way handier. So we're doing Beast Academy. She did the level 2 last year, and we're going to be doing level 3 this year. Last year, one of her books got back ordered. So we had, and then plus like USPS was a pain in the butt last year. So with it being back ordered and then USPS holding on to it forever and a day, we ended up not getting it for like 2 months maybe. So I had ordered, because at first I had ordered the first book because I wasn't sure how we were going to like Beast Academy, because I had already bought the Abeka, but then I found Beast Academy and I was like, ooh, that looks better. Which I think it is in a way. Like, the Abeka math was great and it was good. It helped her learn. It was a gentle, smooth approach, which was great. But once I found the Beast Academy, I was like, that's more our speed. So let's do that one instead. And so I got her the first one just to see if we liked it, which we did. But yeah, so then I ended up, instead of buying the whole set all at once, I ended up buying everything separate once we were finishing it up. So yeah, we had about 2 months where we didn't have it. So we were just working on the Abeka. And so we're behind in the Beast Academy a little bit. There is no behind or ahead. So we're just going to finish up that last book at the beginning of the year. And then I'm going to order the entire kit for level 3. So yeah, so we're just finishing up Beast Academy. And then we'll move on to level 3 Beast Academy. And like, we're super excited about it. Yeah. All right, so now we're gonna go to the gym because that's where my kids want to go so bad. And have fun the rest of our summer, and then we're probably gonna start up again in August. You ready for the gym?
Yeah. Give me my toy book.
All right.
I'll close it. Then I can get to it again.
Okay.
Very quickly.
All right. So we're gonna go to the gym. And thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions about anything, let me know in the comments below. Hit the subscribe button if you like, and we'll see you in the next one.